Whether it's people don't like what you say or how you think, or, they don't like your swag, or they don't like what you represent, or whether they're just jealous. You have to be mindful and aware of your surroundings and those people that are in your circle. It's funny that when it's just me and you talk to me a whole different kind of way. But when we get around other people, and when you get in front of other people, your attitude changes, your tone changes, your demeanor changes, how you talk to me changes. Y'all have any friends like that? They seem to be cool with you when it's just y'all. It's just hunky-dory, it's cool. But yet, when y'all get around other folks or get in front of other folks, their attitude and demeanor changes. Like they're better than you, they're smarter than you, they know more than you, they have more experiences than you, and you don't measure up to them in any kind of capacity. And they'll let that be known. Just when it's in front of other people, though, they don't do that to you in private. Do y'all have friends like that? Yeah, man, it's a messed up situation. You dig? When you have so-called people that you deal with, you're involved with, they're within your circles. But yet, within your circles, right, you get different treatment than you do outside of your circle. You know how when it's all of y'all together, you and your posse, you and your crew, you and whoever you hang with, right? And you guys get together, and it's always a good time. It's always positive, it's always laughs and all that. But it's always that one. It's always that one person that seemed to, for whatever reason, you rub the wrong way, or something that you say that they don't agree with, or, an experience that you might have had, or knowledge that you might share. They'll always have an experience to top it, or knowledge that's greater. Do you have friends like that? You know anybody like that? Because many times people like that are in our circles. And we know it, right? But we tend to make excuses for it, right? We'll say, well, that's just how they are. Or, you just got to ignore them. Or, they just talking. They don't mean none of that stuff. We'll make all these excuses for their bad behavior, for the way that they mistreat us and mishandle us, because we value the relationship, right, for whatever reason. But when the rubber meets the road, they don't value the relationship the same. And because they don't value it the same, they'll say these things when it's just y'all two, right? It's all good. They'll talk like they normally would talk. Y'all will share things you normally would share, right? Laugh, joke, all that. But yet, when you get around other people, and then you seem to think, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm reading more into things than it really is. So then you'll excuse it. And you'll let it slide. You'll sweep it under the rug. But then when the next time it happens, then what do? You recognize it. You see it. And it may bother you, but then you'll wind up again making excuses. Maybe it's just me. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm seeing things wrong. When it's not you, it's them. And the spirit is trying to check you and tell you it's them. And also, many of you are not subscribed to the channel. So please, if you could take a few moments and subscribe to the channel, right? Turn on the bell notification so you always know that I'm uploading content. And also, please like and share this video. You can like and share other videos that's on this platform. I don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. Now let's get back to the message. Wait, is it me? Am I the one tripping? Did I do something? Or did I say something? Did I, did I touch on a topic that just seems to be a hot topic with you? Did I touch an area that maybe you weren't prepared for and you didn't want to deal with, and it just set you some kind of way? It's got to be me, right? It's got to be something I did. It's got to be something. I mean, do I stink? Do I have body odor? I mean, what is it that's setting you off? What is it that I'm saying, or what is it that I'm doing that is rubbing you the wrong way to where you feel obligated? You feel it's you have to. You feel it's your birthright. You have to come against what I'm saying or what I believe or my experiences or my knowledge in some shape, form, or fashion. For the very reason you can't let what I say stand on its own weight, on its own merit. You have to outshine me in some sort of way. And it's sad when we have people in our circles like that and we make excuses for them instead of just either cutting them off and going on about our jolly way, or, telling them up front, hey, I don't like when you do that. Please don't do that. And if they continue to do it, then you just cut them off, go about your merry way. We got to get to a place where we love us more than we love the relationship of somebody that is not treating us the way we feel we deserve to be treated, we should be treated, because it's the way we treat them. You dig? Okay, now the scripture is going to be coming out of the book of 1 Samuel, the 18th chapter, starting at the 5th verse through the 9th verse. 1 Samuel 18, 5 through 9. And it reads, And David went out whithersoever Saul sent him, and behaved himself wisely. And Saul set him over the men of war, and he was acceptable in the sight of all the people, and also in the sight of Saul's servants. And it came to pass, as they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistines, that the women came out of all the cities of Israel, singing and dancing, to meet King Saul with tabrets and with joy and with instruments of music. 7. And the women answered one another as they played, and said, Saul hath slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s. And Saul was very wroth, and the saying displeased him. And he said, They have ascribed unto David 10,000s, and to me they have ascribed but thousands. And what can he have more but thy kingdom? And Saul's eyed David that day and forward. Did you hear that last verse? It said, Saul eyed David from that day forward. 1 Samuel 18, 5 through 9. You dig? You better keep your eye on people. You better keep your eye on people that are jealous of you. People that get upset because of what others say about you, because of your triumphs and your victories, because of what you think and how you handle things and how you move. Watch people that are jealous of you. Watch people that get mad with you and get irritated with you because other people acknowledge you. Other people come to your defense. Other people will acknowledge what you said was actually right and correct. Other people will praise you for the work that you've done and for the things that you do. You got to watch folks that are in your circle that aren't praising along with others, aren't uplifting along with others, but they looking at you, they side-eyeing you, they squinting, they have this demeanor of, yeah, right. You got to watch folks like that, because it's folks like that that'll stab you in the back, smile in your face. So yeah, you see, just like David, sometimes we got to put some distance between us and that other person that we're having problems with, that we're having difficulties in a relationship. Sometimes you got to put distance between the two of you. You dig? Because you two operating together, or you two operating in the same arena, or you two trying to, cooperate in a business or whatever it is that you're doing together. If it's not working, then sometimes you got to separate. Sometimes you got to put some distance, right? Doesn't mean that there's necessarily love loss, but because of the nature of the relationship and how they don't see how it's starting to deteriorate, or how they have gotten disrespectful, or how they're not honoring your feelings, then it's time to put some distance. It's time to separate. It's time to go your way and let them go their way. And if some time later on in the future, God brings the relationship back and your paths cross, cool. Hopefully there's been some growth and some maturity, and there's been some, some enlightening and change of heart. But if there hasn't, don't feel bad. You keep it moving. You dig? Because you know what you brought to the relationship, and you know that you let it be known that you didn't like what things were said or how things were going, right? And it didn't seem to change. It seemed to continue to happen. That means they don't value you. I don't care how much they called and talk about, this and that. And it seems like y'all are this close. But when the rubber meets the road, when it's all said and done, if they cannot respect you, if they cannot respect how they talk to you, how they entreat you, especially around other people, then they don't value you. And you had reason and cause to separate. Whether it's people don't like what you say or how you think, or, they don't like your swag, or they don't like what you represent, or whether they're just jealous. You have to be mindful and aware of your surroundings and those people that are in your circle. Listen, don't feel bad when God's telling you to move on. Don't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? You can't feel bad at that point. Because especially if you've done all you could to do at the time to maintain or hold on to a relationship. But when God says it's time to move on, guess what? Wash your hands and move on. Extra stage left. You dig? Because it will be better for you. And ultimately, it'll be better for them too in the long run. When they see what they don't have any longer, or when God illuminates their eyes and opens their eyes to how they treated and handled the relationship, it'll be better for them too, because they'll grow from it. They'll see from it. Hopefully they'll gain wisdom from it. And then you will be able to go on not carrying that weight, not carrying that unbalanced scale of stuff that they was heaping on you to make you seem like you was off kilter, to make you seem like you didn't know what you was talking about, to make you seem like you was tripping. Sometimes separation is good. When you pick up your phone and you see that call ID and it says so-and-so, you ain't got to answer the phone. Let it go to voicemail. You dig? Don't disturb or disrupt your peace trying to be there for everyone else. Be there for who God tells you to be there for. A lot of times we'll try to be there for people and God ain't told us to do it, and we're taking on extra responsibility. And then what we wind up doing is taking on their trash and their garbage. And God ain't called us to do that. Why? Because we call ourselves trying to be a friend. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be available. No. Be available when God says be available. Pick up the phone and call them when you know God is unctioning you to do so. Especially if it's someone that you have a real rocky relationship with. You dig? You ain't got to chase behind nobody trying to fix things and mend things and make better, especially when you haven't did anything wrong. Let's stand up and let's stand true on how we expect people to treat us and how we let people treat us. You dig? First and foremost, knowing that you are treating others with love and respect that they deserve as a human being. People deserve respect as being a human being, whether you know them or not. So if it's someone that we know, we have a relationship with, and they're not doing us right, not treating us right, and we've already let it be known, then you might have to back off. And if that doesn't wake things up, if that doesn't bring a different perspective to the table, you might just have to separate and go on about your way. You dig? Anyway, this is your man, LaVon. Just want to bring those words of wisdom to you on this Monday. And just know that you don't have to accept any kind of treatment. You can walk away and separate yourself to keep yourself, to keep your mouth from saying things that you'll have to apologize later for, to keep your mind for thinking thoughts that are not conducive to the Word of God, to keep, your heart in a place, in a posture of peace and joy, not to where you constantly have to be on guard and look around and be aware and to protect yourself from people that's supposed to be in your circle. You dig? Your man Levon. Be blessed.